Groenemans. Als eerste aanslag met rug nummer 18, de derde honkman Stijn van der Meer. Als tweede aanslag met rug nummer 50, de midvelder Roger Bernardina. Als derde aanslag met rug nummer 13, eerste honkman Jeroen Provar. Als vierde aanslag nummer 41, aangewezen slagman Eugene Helder. Als vijfde aanslag met rug nummer 7, de tweede honkman Dwayne Kemp. En als zesde met rug nummer 25, rechtsvelder Denzel Richardson. Als zevende aanslag met rug nummer 12, de linksvelder Jan Dino Tromp. Als achtste met rug nummer 5, de korte stop Tyreek Kemp. Als absoluut van Japan.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Haarlem. Welcome back to Honkbalweek 2024. It is almost game time. Team Kingdom of the Netherlands in the dark blue tops and the gray pants, squaring off with Samurai Japan in the all-white pinstripe. One of the more classic looks in international baseball. Welcome to the booth. My name is Jasper Roos. To my right, as always, David Resnik.
Well, not as always.
Yeah, I mean, as almost always so far.
Almost always.
You are away quite a bit too during broadcast, doing other stuff. So
there are things to be done.
Work to be done. On my left, Jeroen de Jong and Jeroen Groenemans handling camera and production duties. As this is game 15 of Honkbalweek Haarlem. As you see, the umpires discuss everything over with the managers, and over at the pitcher's mound in the red is Andy Houtkamp, very famous and well-known baseball sportscaster in the Netherlands who is retiring this year, and he was honored earlier on with a signed jersey. And he is warming up now with the Japanese catcher because he will be tossing out the first pitch in a second, as will Gerrit Lichtenberg, the man in the shorts, who is our expert. He's the sod father. I called him the sod father the other day.
That.
He is the
Absolutely
the main man in charge of everything stadium related here for Honkbalweek. As Gerrit fires one in there, bounces in for a strike, and Andy as well. A strike by Andy Houtkamp and Gerrit Lichtenberg.
Een prachtig moment voor Gerrit Lichtenberg en Andy Houtkamp. Dank jullie wel.
And that means that we're about to get this game going.
And the technical commissioner is Jan Kuipers. De wedstrijdballen van vanavond zijn ook weer beschikbaar gesteld door Keystone Sports.
We have lineups for you as the teams are in the process of taking the field. We'll start with Japan. Leading off, Motomu Iyama. He's the DH today. Misho Nishikawa, the left fielder. Seiya Watanabe in center field, batting third. Taiga Kojima, the catcher, usually playing first base today, batting cleanup. Kengo Yanagidate at third base, followed by Ayuto Matsushita at second base. Tsubasa Yoshino is in right field. Inde is behind the plate, and Yamagata, the shortstop. Starting pitcher for Japan is Naruki Teranishi.
And we'll get you the Dutch lineup here in just 1 second. Leading off will be the third baseman Stijn Vandermeer, followed by the center fielder Roger Bernardina. Jeremy Profar plays first and hits in the 3-hole. Eugene Helder, after the big grand slam last night, will do the designated hitting and bat fourth. It'll be Dwayne Kemp at second, hitting fifth. Denzel Richardson gets a start in right field, and he'll hit sixth. John Dido Trump will play left field and hit seven. Tyreek Kemp, the shortstop, will hit 8, and it will be Jair van Borculo behind the dish. On the bump for the Kingdom this evening, it will be Koen Poestelmans. His first start of the tournament, I believe his first action of the tournament.
His first action in international bowl periods. He's making his international debut.
Another debutant. There are quite a few of those.
Absolutely, he's the last one to actually get playing time. Poestelmans, active in the Hoofdklasse in the Netherlands. But he'll have to wait for half an inning before he can get to work, because it is Team Kingdom away today. So they'll lead things off in just a second with Stijn van der Meer.
And of course, this game primarily for seeding going into tomorrow's 2 semifinal games.
As our home plate umpire, Richard Wessel, will get this game underway shortly. At first, Nick Elshoff at second, and Efrem Sofania at third base. As we are underway, first pitch strike at 91 miles an hour to Stijn van der Meer. Second pitch breaking ball misses. 1-1. Van der Meer probably due again for a lengthy at bat.
As he is wont to do.
Wait for him to swing here. Nope. Takes another one.
That's a nasty little two-seamer moving away from him off the outside corner.
He really did not like the call, shaking his head vigorously after hearing the strike call behind him. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Van der Meer. As that next pitch comes in and is lined to shortstop, and that should be a fairly easy out, and it is.
Sure is.
Yamagata with the play.
Hit it on the screws, but right at the shortstop. So that'll bring up Roger Bernardina.
It's a beautiful evening for baseball. Sun is out in full force still. Blue skies and hardly any wind. As that first pitch to Bernardina is low for a ball. Swung on and grounded to short. Yamagata's there, but no, that is not.
Tough play.
Yeah. The speedy Bernardina. Yamagata recognized that Bernardina still has wheels and wanted to get rid of that baseball really quickly, but it was not a good throw. So Bernardina with an infield hit.
That will bring up the big man, Jeroen Profar. He hit the first home run of the tournament.
Big 3-run bomb.
When was, I can't even remember what day that was. Thursday, Friday?
That was Friday, I think.
It was Friday?
Friday? Yeah, I think so, yeah. These days just kind of mesh together for you after a couple of days, right?
Seriously.
Profar hitting 400 on the tournament so far, and Bernardina with a pretty substantial lead-off at first.
I feel
not
like
going anywhere. Nice block behind
I feel
the
like
plate.
I could have an assigned seat on the sprinter.
Right? I used to do that too, take the train. Those days are behind me.
Good for you, man.
Inde, the catcher, with a nice block on that pitch in the dirt. And Teranishi, the pitcher, winds and fires. Low and outside, 92-mile-an-hour fastball. That's a good speed in the first inning. Yeah, it's in the first inning. Still getting warmed up. Getting the body ready. As Bernardina twitching with the left foot, eager to go. Not going anywhere just yet. As Profar slices it in the right field. Yet another base hit for Jeroen Profar. And that'll bring up the Grand Slam hero, Eugene Helder. Massive first inning slam yesterday, erasing a 2-0 deficit on one swing.
Roger Bernardina schuift op naar 2 en aanslag aangewezen slagman Eugene Helder.
And as Helder digs in, Profar greets the first baseman for Japan with a nice little tip of the cap. And puts the oven mitt on. Bernardina's old school, David. No oven mitt for him. Just batting gloves.
He's ready to roll.
He's not worried about sliding head first. He was like, people have been sliding head first for 150 years without the oven mitt. I don't need it.
I'm of two minds about that kind of thing, actually. On one hand, you're right. On the other hand, if it is available to you,
it's all for protection. If you know how to slide, shouldn't be an issue. Daniel Newsom says this is Japan College All-Star team, right? Yes, this is the Samurai Japan University team, indeed. Helder slices that into the netting behind the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strike count to the first baseman, hitting .429. He's DHing today, actually, with Profar back at first base, but they've been swapping out back and forth. Profar starting at first in game 1, and a couple of games in a row for Helder at first, and now Uremi back at first base today. As the next pitch is a fastball in on the hands. Teranishi not afraid to go inside here on Helder. Back-to-back pitches that needed to be fouled off inside out by Eugene. Teranishi sitting comfortably in the low 90s range, as that is a grounder to second. To short, I mean, flip to second, and a double play turned by Japan. Solid defensive play. Good job by Teranishi pitching out of that inning. So yeah, this starter Teranishi set high 80s, low 90s with the fastball so far, 89 to 92. Oh, look, Eric's back in the chat. As Annabelle is also checking in again with the ladies from the back office watching. Hello, ladies. Oh, remember JC that was in the chat for a couple days?
Of course.
I know who that is now.
Who dat?
What's up, Jason? How you doing? That's Jason Houtkamp, Andy Houtkamp's son, my partner in broadcast crime for the Hoofdklasse recaps that we record every week. Jason, usually a regular here at Honkbalweek as well, just like his dad used to be. Stadium announcer, part-time broadcaster with me whenever there was a spot open. Jason and I have called a lot of baseball games together. He decided to fall in love with someone in the US and has subsequently moved there. And Joshua Pac-Man checking in from Texas. Kelly Koeman's here. Shy Lions back. Is here this afternoon too. As Iyama skies that into foul ground over at third base, Stijn van der Meer puts it away. Quick first out in his international debut for Koen Postelmans.
That's 1 pitch, 1 out.
That brings Misho Nishikawa to the plate. Good pitch. Breaking ball at 80 miles an hour in there for a strike to Nishikawa. Postelmans with the upright positioned wind-up, lengthy leg kick, and fires that one in for a ball. 1-1, 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning.
Ooh.
Good breaking pitch. 79-mile-an-hour slider there by Postelmans. Swung on and missed by Nishikawa. And Postelmans, that one is in the dirt. 2-2. Postelmans kicks and delivers. Again in the dirt. Rookie battery here today. Postelmans on the mound. Jair van Borculo behind the plate. Getting another start. Came into the game yesterday after Denzel Richardson had pinch hit for, ooh, good pitch. Just got a piece of it, did Nishikawa. Sam Kuiper started yesterday's game behind the plate. He was pinch hit for by Denzel Richardson, who then hit a 2 RBI triple. But of course, Denzel is not the best catcher in the world. So Jair van Borculo entered the game as a replacement for him after the inning was over. As that is grounded to first base. Profar fields it cleanly, tells Postelmans, I got it. Steps on the bag, Nishikawa retired. That one at 84 miles an hour.
Nishikawa is de tweede 0 door de actie 3 alleen. Aanslag met rug nummer 5, de midvelder Saya Watanabe.
Brings up Seiya Watanabe. As that 87-mile-an-hour fastball by Postelmans misses on the inside of the plate. As that ball is grounded foul. Van der Meer will give chase, but then decides to let it roll all the way to the bullpen. Breaking ball swung on and hit up the middle for a base hit.
Yeah, he stayed on that nicely. A little hitch in his stride, saw it all the way.
And immediately Postelmans challenged here because the next batter is Taiga Kojima. And he has been one of the top hitters in the tournament. So much so that Japan are finding ways to get him into the ball game because he is listed as a catcher and catcher only. But given the fact that you can't catch every day during this week, we've seen him at DH, and today he gets to start at first. But it's understandable because this is the bat you want to get in the lineup if you can. Good breaking ball at 76 miles an hour. In for a strike by Postelmans.
Well, he is leading the tournament in batting average at 533, RBIs with 7.
As Postelmans checks in at first.
And he's slugging 1,000.
That's not too shabby.
No.
No, he's definitely in the running for the top hitter award at the end of the tournament. Postelmans with a quick leg kick. Kojima, Profar did not look very good fielding that ball right there. They'll probably scored a hit. Should probably be scored an error. Yeah, they're scoring it a hit, but that was just Profar was not at all positioned the way he should be to field the baseball at first base. So that brings up Kengo Yanagidate, who is also one of the best hitters, or better hitters in the tournament, I should say. Had a home run earlier in the week, out to right field. As that first pitch by Postelmans is low for a ball. Postelmans, ooh. Checks in at first, and that was close. That was a lot closer than it looked. Quick, snappy pickoff move by Koen Postelmans. Yanagidate doinks a base hit into right field, and it will be a 1-0 Team Japan.
We hang 'em, you bang 'em.
So after getting 2 fairly easy outs, Postleman's now in trouble.
Eerste punt voor Team Japan. Taiga Kojima bereikt het tweede honk en aanslag. Met rug nummer 29, de tweede
Van der Meer,
Ayuto Matsushita.
the veteran that he is going to check in with his young rookie pitcher. Telling him, relax, just enjoy yourself, have fun, we got you. Of course, the mistake by Profar looking looming pretty large right now.
Well, it's a costly one. Oh.
But it's a good job by Van der Meer, just telling him, listen, just have faith in us. We'll figure it out. We got you. Giving him a little tap on the leg with the glove as Matsushita fouls that into the crowd.
You know, and as we discussed pregame, other than seeding for the 2 semifinal games, this game doesn't mean a whole lot. So the last thing you want to do...
Honor is at stake.
Of course, of course. And naturally, with this being a 1 versus 2 matchup, you want to assert your dominance.
I do like that Koen Postleman's got the start today, because it's an important game, but it doesn't... Oh, as that is lined down the line, and that is going to score at least 1 more. As they're holding the runner at third. 2-0, Japan. Nice piece of hitting there. Pulling that ball inside the bag. Matsushita with a double.
Deze tweede omslag van Ayuto Matsushita scoort Taiga Kojima het tweede punt voor Japan. Kengo Yanagira op het derde honk en aanslag met rug nummer 7, de rechtsvelder Tsubasa Yoshino.
But what you can't afford to do for either team here is to burn through your pitchers.
Nope. Both of these teams will have a couple more important games to be played here. As I believe we have a couple of Team USA players
Yeah, looks that way.
walking into the stadium.
They're hanging out.
Coming to see the ball game. Very easily recognized. Shorts, backwards hat. Sunglasses on top of the brim of the cap.
They only look a little American.
And that is skied by Yoshino into right field. Should be playable. And it is caught by Denzel Richardson getting the start in right field today. And that will retire the side. But not before Team Japan scored 2 runs in the bottom of the first. As Jair van Borkelo greets his pitcher. And they walk off the mound and towards the dugout together. Well, if there's one thing that you can rely on for this tournament, is that generally this Team Kingdom offense will score runs for you. Kingdom have work to do. It's 2-0 Japan as we head to the top of the second inning. Dwayne Kemp to lead things off, followed by Denzel Richardson and Guillaume Didotrom. And we'll be back in 1 minute. Top of the second inning, Dwayne Kemp. Dwayne Kemp. First pitch coming in, low for a ball. From Teranishi. 74-mile-an-hour breaking pitch. Just dropped out of the zone at the bottom. I got it. No worries. Dwayne Kemp, 1-2 count. As he swings and grounds it to shortstop. Ooh, that is a
smooth play.
Sweet play by
Super
Yamagata.
smooth. You might even say silky smooth.
Silky smooth. Yamagata, the shortstop. Denzel has some fans in the house. Denzel Richardson, the next batter. Playing with his high socks today.
I'm fairly sure that Denzel is almost always high sock variety. Swings through the breaking ball.
That's why I was so surprised that he had the low pant look going on yesterday when he hit that triple. Because usually Denzel is definitely of the high sock variety.
Looks at strike two.
He's
Maybe
not
gonna
happy.
be a little frustrated about that.
Second time a Team Kingdom player has openly questioned the judgment of Richard Wessel. O2 pitch coming in, that is off the outside corner. A little double leg kick there as it comes up high and tight to Richardson. 2-2. Stadium pretty packed. A couple of stray empty seats here or there, but it's generally more or less sold out as Richardson.
Ah, got him.
Yeah, he went around. Strikes out to bring Giandido Tromp.
Denzel Richardson is de tweede 0 met 3 slag. En slag per met rug nummer 12, de linksvelder Giandido Tromp.
As that first pitch is called a strike, 92 miles an hour on that fastball by Teranishi. Tromp grounds it up the middle. That's that smooth Japanese shortstop again. He's been active. He's had a lot to do. Yamagata grounds out, fields the grounder, throws him out at first, and a very quick inning for Team Japan. Their offense goes back to work as Koen Postelmans is already on the mound, followed quickly by Stijn van der Meer and the rest of Team Kingdom. It's 2-0 Japan. Bottom of the second coming up. It's Inde, Yamagata, and back to the top of the lineup in Iyama. And Jeroen Groenemans is bopping his head to the beats next to me. He's having a great time.
We gaan beginnen gelijk maken de slagbeurt in de tweede inning. Voor Japan een slag. De catcher met rug nummer 10.
Ooh, more popcorn.
Inde.
More popcorn around us. All right, here we go. Inde, the batter for Japan. Let's see if Postelmans has gotten rid of the rookie jitters, as that is a very good inside curveball, breaking ball, 79. fouled out of play by the Japanese catcher. Another slider, this one at 80 miles an hour off the plate outside for a ball, 1-1. India hitting at 200 for the tournament. There's another breaking ball. Took a little bit off of that one at 77, fouled back to the screen. Nothing but breaking stuff so far in this at bat. That pitch misses high. Fastball at 86 miles an hour. Full count now. Payoff pitch. Down the pipe. Grounded to short. Tyreek Kemp fields it cleanly.
Nice
throws out the
throw.
runner. So once again, a keystone infield of Kemp brothers. Tyreek at short. And
The law
Dwayne
firm
at
of
second
Kemp
base.
and Kemp.
Law firm of Kemp and Kemp. The law firm of Kemp, Kemp van der Meer and Profar is our infield. You know, there's a really funny baseball-related joke in a very well-known sitcom from back in the day about a law firm, right? As Pustelmans gets in too close. As Yamagata gets to take his base. There's a... So, do you know who Michael Schur is, David?
I feel like I do.
He's a TV producer for those of you playing along at home. Michael Schur is a huge baseball fan. He has created shows such as Parks and Recreation, The Good Place, all really funny shows. He used to be connected to a very famous baseball website.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Schur, just a huge baseball fan. As Pustelmans takes his time here for a little bit, facing Iyama. Michael Schur was also a producer for The Office, just to name a couple of very successful shows. Good pitch by Pustelmans, swung through by Iyama. He goes by the nickname of Ken Tremendous on Twitter, or he used to be at least.
Okay.
I thought he was really funny. It's a good pickoff, by the way. And because he's such a huge baseball fan, he often squeezed, he put little baseball jokes in the shows that he would write. So there is a law firm, and there goes the runner. So it's a perfect hit and run. Yep, perfectly played. Wow. That is on-brand Japanese baseball. Runner takes off for second base.
That's almost unbelievable.
Tyreek takes off for second to receive a throw, and instead the hitter just pokes it through the hole.
That's bat control. That's almost unbelievable.
That's really well played too by Japan. The website Fire Joe Morgan. Did you ever visit the website firejoemorgan.com?
No.
It was a huge baseball website like a decade ago. That was Michael Schur's brainchild. Really funny stuff. Ken Tremendous, that's the nickname he wrote under. But there is a, coming back to the law firm joke, I think it was in Parks and Rec. There was suddenly the law firm of Babip, Pacoda, Vorp, and Eckstein. And of course, BABIP meaning batting average on balls in play. For those of you at home who are unaware, Pacoda is another statistic or a company that runs statistics, as is Vorp. And Eckstein is in reference to David Eckstein, as there goes the runner to second base from Borkelo with the throw to second. Not in time. Nope. Runner safe at second base. Yeah, the law firm of BABIP, Pacoda, Vorp, and Eckstein. Michael Schur also several times invited to do a full game broadcast in the similar sense that we are doing now. Funny guy. Makes funny TV shows, loves baseball. What more do you want?
Are you inviting him to do Honkbalweek?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, if hey, let's be honest. If Michael Schur, for some reason, hears us talk about FireJoeMorgan.com, about the law firm of Babbitt, Pacoda, Vorp, and Eckstein, and all the really funny shows that he made, yes, if Michael Schur hears this, you're always invited to come to Haarlem in 2 years and broadcast a game with us. It would be fantastic, as that ball is fouled out of play by Nishikawa. Soraya Meyer asked in the chat, are the Kempjes brothers? Yes, they are. Jason already and Marcel had our backs there answering that question. Tariq actually made his international debut earlier in the week. First time ever being selected to play for Team Kingdom of the Netherlands, whereas Dwayne has about 150 international appearances behind his name. So Nishikawa on a 3-1 count, pitched by Postelmans, is smacked in the left field for an RBI single. And the young right-hander,
he's getting hit a little bit.
Yeah, in his first international start is not really fooling a lot of the Japanese, falling behind to a lot of hitters, as out comes Jeroen Markwell to have a chat with his rookie.
Nishikawa scoort Yamagata het derde punt voor Team Japan.
Meeting on the mound. Can't fathom they'll be pulling him out of this game just yet. I have not seen any action in the Dutch bullpen. I suppose anything is possible, but I'd be surprised.
Just a little bit longer. Seiya Watanabe.
Met 1 man uit, aanslag Seiya Watanabe.
Right-handed hitter in the batter's box. Runners on the corners. It's 3-0 Japan. As we do have Ryan Huntington heading to the bullpen. As Watanabe awaits the pitch.
Woo.
Just a little bit early on that, but that had 3-run home run written all over it.
Sure did.
Oh, 1 count to Seiya Watanabe. Postelmans going back to first for the pickoff. No tag. Fastball, inner half of the plate, 87 miles an hour, fouled back to the screen by Watanabe. So now Postelmans suddenly ahead 0-2. So that little conversation he had with Jeroen Markwell did something. That's what a pitching coach is for, of course. And there's almost nobody with more experience on the staff pitching-wise than Jeroen. As that next pitch is outside at 85. ...100 or 101 international pitching appearances for Jagomar, is what I was told yesterday when I asked. Postelmans again, quick snap throw to first. Runner back in time. It's good to see he still has a lot of faith in that pickoff, because if you throw that away, it scores a run.
100%.
But he does it with conviction. Good block by Jair from Borculo there. As the new baseball will be tossed over to Postelmans, who may very well be stalling here a little bit by throwing so many pickoffs, stalling to get Ryan Huntington ready in the bullpen. He'll be looking for a double play ball here, preferably to either of the Kemp brothers. As there goes the runner, and is hit into left field, and that'll be another base hit. Fielded in left by Yildiz Tromp, who goes to second base. That is a good throw. And that holds the runner at first. So once again, runners on first and third. It's 4-0 Japan, who've banged out 7 hits in an inning and a third and a couple of batters off of Koen Postelmans.
Well, Koen's going to have to work at least another batter or two here while Ryan Huntington continues to get ready in the bullpen.
Yeah, he's getting ready in a hurry, though.
You got to think so.
As Postelmans with a very long look in. Of course, no pitch clock with runners on base, so he can take a little bit more time. As that is smacked into right field. Richardson giving chase. Makes the catch, but that'll be a sacrifice fly, and it's 5-0 Japan.
Op deze opofferingsslag van Taiga Kojima scoort Nishikawa het 5e punt voor Japan. In het slagper derde honkman Kengo Yanagirate.
As that ball gets away from Jair from Borculo, moving the runner into scoring position again. Things are unraveling here in the second inning for Kingdom. As that ball gets away from Borculo, right? This is ugly, man.
It's unraveling.
That can't happen. Not only are they not on the same page, there's also just a seeming, I would say, lack of energy a little bit, as Van Borculo now takes a stroll to the mound with Postelmans just to get on the same page. And slowly trots back behind the plate. Matt Master, is the mercy rule used this tournament? Yes, it is.
Was it after 6 or 7 innings?
Seven innings.
After 7.
10-run difference after 7 innings. As that is called a strike at 84 miles an hour to Yanagidate. Oh, that's actually a very good pitch. Yanagidate swinging out of his shoes at that 79 mile an hour snapper. Again, nothing really on the line in this game, as you pointed out, David.
No, but you certainly don't want to tax too many arms. That should be clear.
Which is probably why Ryan Huntington is pitching in the bullpen, warming up.
No, you're not going to
go.
You're not going to go to one of your starters.
He can go multiple innings. No need to use anyone for 1 inning or 2. Huntington will come on if he comes on for multiple innings. As that is lined to short, Tyreek Kemp fields it on a hop and throws him out at first. So the inning is finally over. Japan score 3 more and are up 5-0 here as we head to the top of the 3rd inning. As Tyreek Kemp will lead things off for Team Kingdom. And we'll be back in just a second.
De derde inning met voor Team Kingdom of the Netherlands aanslag met rug nummer 5. De korte stop, Tyreek Kemp.
Tyreek Kemp ahead in the count, 2-0. On Japanese starter Teranishi. Teranishi with the double leg kick, the little hitch somewhere in the middle as Tyreek fouls that out of play. Ooh, just under it. That was a good pitch to hit, and Tyreek skies it in the left field. Japan have a man there, that's Nishikawa, who puts it away for the out, and that brings up Jair van Borculo. Jair van Borculo down in the count 0-2. We were just in awe at one of the photography lenses that one of the external photographers brought in. An absolute unit of a of a lens being carried around the stadium here. Jair is now 1-2 with 1 out. Yeah, like we said, they're not. These two teams are not playing for a spot in the playoffs. They've already made it to the playoffs as Jair van Borculo grounds it up the middle for a base hit. Nice job, Jair. We're playing for seeding. Whoever wins this game will be wrapping up the round robin tournament's part in first place, and then they will face the number 4, which at this point is Chinese Taipei. So let's say Japan win this game. It will be Japan, Chinese Taipei for a spot in the final, and it will be Kingdom of the Netherlands against Team USA. As the number 2 and 3 play each other for a spot in the finals, the number 1 and 4 play each other tomorrow for a spot in the finals. It will always be Team Kingdom at 7:30 at night, regardless of whether they finish first or second. So if this score holds up, or if Japan win, they will face Chinese Taipei tomorrow in the afternoon, and it will be Kingdom of the Netherlands, USA at 7:30 tomorrow night here in Haarlem. And of course, if Team Kingdom come all the way back and beat Japan, it'll be Kingdom against Chinese Taipei at 7:30 tomorrow night. And Japan will square off with the USA at 3:30 in the afternoon.
And we mentioned that, of course, both of these teams want to beat each other. You have to play who's in front of you. But those are both very interesting matchups for very different reasons.
Absolutely.
That Chinese Taipei team is fired up. And Team USA has come on very strong after, I believe, dropping their first 2 in the tournament.
Van Borculo taking a lead off first. He's being held short. Van Borculo not slow, especially not for a catcher, as Van der Meer grounds that right through a first baseman. Yeah, that's what we talked about earlier in the game, David. This is Taiga Kojima at first base, who is not a natural first baseman.
No, he's not.
Japan are just trying to get his bat in the lineup. And today that means he has to play first base. But Taiga Kojima is a catcher by trade.
Yep.
And you could tell there that he was not hyper comfortable.
That's essentially the same error that Jeroen Profar made earlier in the game.
Yep. And in similar fashion, well, they do give him an error, actually. They didn't give one to Jeroen, but they're giving Kojima an error. That's interesting.
So the Shark digs in with 2 on and only 1 out.
That's so interesting, because that is literally almost the exact same play as Profar.
Yeah, truly.
That is, Bernardina grounds it to short. Yamagata steps on the back, throws to first, and Bernardina is retired on a double play, and that ends the threat.
Inning-ending double play.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Evert-Jan Hoen is coming out and informing Richard Wessel of a pitching change. Koen Postelmans' day is done. He gives up 7 hits and 5 runs in his first 2 innings in international play. And he will be replaced by Ryan Huntington, who is trotting in from the bullpen. He greets Alex Lazaro on the way in. And Sam Kuiper will assist him in taking his warm-up pitches, as Jeroen Van Borculo obviously was on the bases when the inning ended, so he needs to put his gear on. So Team Kingdom down 5-0. Japan coming to bat here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Ryan Huntington, your new pitcher. We'll be back in just a second.
U ziet een nieuwe werper
Ryan Huntington on now, deals first pitch fastball in there, strike one. Missed inside. Evened up 1-1.
Huntington, the lefty, deals that pitch at 79 miles an hour. For a strike, 1-2. As that is fouled back. Defensive swing by Matsushita. Next pitch by Huntington, 82 miles an hour, just a bit low and inside. Next pitch is inside, fouled back over the backstop and into the seats. Huntington winds and delivers, and that is hit high and deep into left center field. Taking charge is Roger Bernardina and putting it away for the out. Yeah, so here we have the standings for you for the tournament we were just talking about. It's a little easier to discuss that way. You can tell Japan and the Netherlands currently 1-2, USA, Taipei 3-4, and tomorrow we'll start with the 5th and 6th place matchup between Italy and Spain, because both teams will not be able to make it into the top 4 playoffs. So it'll be Italy-Spain at 11:30 tomorrow morning, followed by semifinal number 1 at 3:30, and the Kingdom semifinal at 7:30.
And I feel like it might be that Team USA that's not the team you want to face right now. They dropped their first 2 against these 2 teams.
That's a nice play by Stein van der Meer. Quick throw to first. Profar keeps his foot on the bag. And that takes care of Yoshino.
But after they dropped those first 2 games versus the Netherlands and Japan, they ripped off 3 in a row against Italy, the defending champions Spain, and Chinese Taipei.
As Huntington is now working on a bat against Inde, the catcher. Also got the start yesterday. For Team Japan behind the plate. Is that a check swing? I would assume he went. Yes, he did.
He sure did.
Alex Lazaro at first base. 1-1 the count to Inde. 2 outs here. 5-0 Japan after a 2-run first and a 3-run second inning. Reeling off 7 hits off of Koen Postelmans. Inside fastball, fouled out of play. 83 mile an hour heater there from Ryan Huntington, who's on in relief of Postelmans. Who probably had different dreams last night when he thought about his first start ever in a Kingdom uniform. As that's a good pitch by Huntington, 83 mile an hour fastball at the eye level. Swung through and missed by Inde. So a clean inning for Ryan Huntington. We're heading to the top of the 4th inning. It will be Jeremy Profar, followed by Eugene Helder and Dwayne Kemp, the 3 scheduled hitters. Kingdom need to get some runs. They're down 5-0 to Samurai Japan. And we'll be back in just a second. Jeremy Profar to lead things off for Team Kingdom. He's 1 for 1 after his first inning single. Now batting a .438 on the tournament, and we are underway with Teranishi's double leg kick, his little hitch, Hideo Nomo-like, even though Nomo pretty much twisted his entire body to second base.
He sure did.
Nomo mania in the mid-90s.
Dexterity.
Nice pitch there. 86-mile-an-hour pitch taken by Profar for a strike. As he chops that
Big
one.
swing.
Oh, such a sweet
What a
play.
My goodness.
Yanagidate with an absolutely hyper smooth play. Like they should play Smooth Criminal on the PA system after, because he not only stole a hit from Profar, but he did it in the smoothest possible way.
No, listen. Part of the game of baseball is sometimes getting the ball to fall your way.
Oh, it certainly did there.
And there's one way to look at this and say the ball is just not falling for the Netherlands right now. The other way to look at it is these Japanese infielders are making play after play after play after play, and not just the simple plays.
Nope. They know they have a enormous amount of scouts in attendance, because I was telling you earlier in the broadcast a couple days ago that there were already 5 Japanese scouts in. 3 more arrived yesterday night.
That might be the YouTube comment of the tournament so far. Debut Gorilla says, I love croquette and white asparagus.
Both very good. Actually, I feel there's a mashup coming on. You can make some white asparagus, mashed white asparagus croquettes. 0-2 pitch coming to Eugene Helder. That's outside. 86-mile-an-hour fastball for a ball. Yeah, half the press box slash scout box is currently packed with Japanese scouts. 8 of them in attendance today. So that's low and outside. As we get a prime example of a delayed like on Instagram. David just shows me his phone. He just received a like from Eugene Helder.
Who is at bat?
Who is currently holding a baseball bat and pops up a pitch.
Trouble.
And that's going to fall. In between 3 Japanese players. He couldn't have thrown that better had he tried. But he was liking your messages.
I feel special. That man just got a base hit and liked my Instagram at the same time.
The crowd is not cheering for the base hit. The crowd is cheering for the like.
That's incredible. Makes you feel good, doesn't it?
He's not even lying, people at home. I can tell you, David looks at his phone as it lights up. I see him go like Scooby-Doo, like, and he shows me his phone, and what popped up is,
how is that possible?
Eugene Helder liked your message. I'm looking over at home plate. There stands Eugene Helder holding a baseball bat. So maybe he was doing it before the bat in the dugout? I don't know.
I cannot imagine these guys are allowed to have their phones in the dugout.
Either way, he's on base with 1 out, and it's Dwayne Kemp in the batter's box, batting .313 in the tournament, and that is a massive windmill of a swing.
I play in the Dutch 3rd class, and I'm not allowed to have my phone in the dugout.
Wow, you guys are hardcore.
There's no way.
You guys are hardcore.
Play to win, Jasper. Play to win.
Always play to win. In anything you do, don't half-ass it if you can whole-ass it. That's a paraphrased quote from Ron Swanson, a character from Parks and Recreation, a show written by Michael Schur. And we're back full circle to Michael Schur. Come for the baseball, stay for the pop culture references, everyone.
Plenty more where that came from.
1-1 pitch to Kemp, foul, out of play, and to the right. They're asking, why is there no speed gun at the live stream? Because there hasn't been one all week. Because we haven't had one in the stadium for 4 days either. But we certainly have never had one in the live stream, even with a working speed gun. We have one working now. It's in the stadium, so I'm trying to call out whenever I can the pitch velocity. As Kemp lines it into right field for a base hit. What I love about Dwayne Kemp is he gets a hit And as he's running to first base, he always shouts at his own dugout. Like he pumps him up, he hypes him up.
He's fired up, man.
He is the hype man of this Team Kingdom, and he has been for a very long time.
Manny the mascot's back here with us.
So now we know for sure it's not Stijn van der Meer because he's in the dugout.
And we still don't know who it is.
As Denzel Richardson steps in. And a big, big RBI triple, 2 RBI triple, as we have activity in the Japanese bullpen. Ito is warming up as Denzel. Oh my God, it's another double play.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Sure is.
Wow, Japan just getting double plays on first pitch. Like you have 2 runners on, first pitch swinging, and for the second or third time today, Team Kingdom ground into an immediate double play after they start threatening to score runs.
Oh, and just like we said before,
the ball just doesn't fall
it doesn't
their
want
way.
to fall their way. He hit that about as hard as you can hit a baseball.
Right at a guy. Well, nothing you can do about that. We're down 5-0, heading to the bottom of the 4th. Japan coming to bat. We'll be back in a second. Shu Yamagata in the batter's box, facing Ryan Huntington, on for his 2nd inning of work after relieving Koen Postelmans of his duties. Postelmans faced with the rough facts that this Team Japan is not the hoofdklasse.
Nope. That they are not.
As Yamagata skies it in foul territory first base side. Jeremy Profar is under it in the first base coach's box. Makes the play. Quick first out for Ryan Huntington. Hato is guessing it's Ruli Henrique in the Manny the mascot suit. We're pretty sure it's not Ruli. And we have what I can call pretty clear physical evidence it's not Ruli. As Iyama breaks his bat. As, that ball takes a nasty hop too. And Profar had to shield his face.
He sure did.
Because that piece of
shards of bat flying everywhere.
That was almost like, I mean, people in the US have been sued for less.
And Dwayne Kemp kind of lost his footing fielding that ball.
Had a weird bounce too.
It almost looked as if a piece of the bat wound up under his shoe and he just whoop, like a banana peel.
Yeah, and the ball hit a piece of rock too and just bounced elsewhere. Yeah, Richard Russell, the home plate umpire, handing multiple pieces of shattered bat to the bad boy now. So a runner on again for Japan, and Huntington, quick snap throw to first.
Nothing doing there.
No, not much going on. It's Nishikawa at the plate for Japan. He's 1 for 2 with a single, an RBI, and a run, as there's more activity as well, by the way. We forgot to mention that earlier in the Japanese bullpen. Number 1 and number 11, indeed, Ito. We already caught him earlier in number 1. Is Tiranishi, the Japanese pitcher who is currently on the mound, so he's just staying fresh in the bullpen. Huntington taking his time in between pitches. There goes the runner. It's a fastball for a strike. Throw by Van Borculo.
Nope.
Wrong side of the bag. And that is a stolen base.
Unfortunate, because you might have had him if the throw was on target.
Yeah, it's just a little bit on the wrong side of the bag. Shortstop side of the bag. And Iyama steals second base, putting another Japanese runner in scoring position. As Nishikawa, the left fielder, is now looking at a 1-2 count, as Huntington did fire in a strike as the steal attempt was unfolding. Good pitch.
Fouled out of play.
Good pitch. Took a little bit off of that. Huntington was low and outside. Nishikawa had to offer at it, but couldn't put any power behind it. Fouls it out of play. Oh, that's strike three.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
Everyone in the stadium knew it.
Beautiful.
Nishikawa had already vacated the premises before Richard Russell called that strike three, because he knew that was a beautiful pitch by Huntington. Just tied him up. And that brings Seiya Watanabe, the center fielder, into the batter's box. And Huntington throwing in another strike. 84-mile-an-hour pitch on the inside part of the plate, taken for a strike by Watanabe. Ooh, that is hit hard, but Yildiz tracks it down and makes the catch. So that retires the side. Huntington gives up a hit, gives up a stolen base, but not much else. Top of the fifth coming up. It's 5-0 Japan. Kingdom, neat runs.
Het goede doelenverhaal van de Honkbalweek Haarlem. 2 goede doelen, softbaldames onder 18. We steunen ze in het inzamelen van geld voor hun trip naar China. En ook Baseball Against Cancer is natuurlijk een bekend fenomeen waar Honkbalweek Haarlem graag aan meedoet om te doneren. En u kunt helpen door de lege flesjes en blikjes te doneren. En dan natuurlijk ook de statiegeldflesjes en blikjes. Ik zag net wat bierflesjes rechtstreeks in de prullenbak gaan. Er zit ook statiegeld op. Er zijn speciale bakken voor. Stop daar alsjeblieft uw statiegeldflesjes en blikjes in. Dat maakt dat we die beide doelen, dus de dames onder 18 voor een trip naar China en Baseball Against Cancer, kunnen sponsoren.
Aan de eerste helft van de 5e inning voor Team Kingdom of de Nederlandse aanslag,
Yildiz Tromp has stepped in. He's at 188 for the tournament, and he's facing Teradishi. And the Japanese starter fires a 90-mile-an-hour strike down the pipe. Tromp taking all the way. As he hits that ball into left field.
That's pretty deep.
As the left fielder will make the catch on the warning track. For a second I was hoping that because he lost his hat, he would lose the ball in the sun, but that didn't happen. Nishikawa was at the right spot, makes the catch. Now Tromp is getting closer and closer to actually getting a series of hits or better, because he's been crushing the ball just right at people. First part of the tournament, couldn't hit his way out of a paper bag, but he's starting to zone in last 2 games. Tyree Kemp with 1 away here in the top of the 5th inning. Kingdom trailing 5-0 as Nishikawa drops the baseball. Ito still warming up in the bullpen for Japan. That's grounded to first. Oh, nice play by Kojima. He made the error earlier in the game, but that is a sweet, sweet pickup. And that's a hang with him for Tyreek Kemp there. And that brings up Jair van Borculo and his RoboCop-sized elbow protector.
That's a big one.
Pretty much wraps up his entire upper left arm and elbow.
It's Barry Bonds-esque.
Yes, it is. Now, if he only hit like Barry Bonds here, that'd be great. First pitch outside for a ball. He wanted to step out of the box and then quickly realized, wait, we're on a pitch clock. And he put one foot back in the box. As we have footage from inside the Japan dugout. That's pretty cool. Van Borculo takes ball 2, 89-mile-an-hour pitch on the inside part of the plate. As that will be his second base hit of the game, as he inside outs that inside 89-mile-an-hour fastball. Tiranishi just going back-to-back on the same pitch. And Van Borculo made the adjustment and bloops it in the right field for his second base hit of the game out of the 9-hole. That's 6 hits on the game for Kingdom. That's not the problem. Like we mentioned earlier in the game, they will get hits. They will probably get runs. It's just a matter of how many. The problem is the goose egg. The goose egg in the run column for Kingdom. Because they're keeping pace with Japan in the hits column. 8-6 in favor of Samurai Japan. As that is a ball that gets away from the catcher, Inde. And Van Borculo takes off to second base. Moves into scoring position with 2 outs, and Stijn van der Meer at the plate. One ball, no strike count to Stijn van der Meer with the helicopter-esque bat movement in his stance. Tiranishi now is struggling to find the strike zone. Van der Meer grounds at the second base. Scooped up cleanly there. Matsushita on the job. And Van der Meer upset with himself. And that retires the side. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Ryan Huntington back to work. It's 5-0 Japan. Laser focus on your end, David. I was messing with you there and you had no idea. Oh, I think that's another Team USA player with the mustache in front of me.
I do believe.
You do believe?
I do believe.
You believe.
You believe? I believe.
Ryan Huntington back to work. facing Taiga Kojima, who made this excellent play earlier at first base after also committing an error at first base. Two-one pitch coming from the left arm of Huntington. Kojima, that's a hang with him for him as well, because he lines that straight to Roger Bernardina. David, I know who's in Manny.
How do you know?
Because Joe's just told me.
Are you going to spill it, or are we going to do this off air?
I'll do this off air.
Okay, fair enough.
I just wanted to let the people at home know that I know something that only 3 other people know. One of which is in the actual suit. Strike call to Yanagidate. Strike 2, nice pitch by Ryan Huntington. That's a really good pitch. 75-mile-an-hour sweeper and nicely blocked by Jair van Borculo. Yanagidate did not offer at it though. He did offer at that one though. At 80 miles an hour, that slider strikes out Yanagidate, and Matsushita will come to the plate. Change up low for a ball to Matsushita. Good pitch. And another good pitch. Similar location, called a ball twice. 3-1 to count to Matsushita as Huntington quickly back to work and fires that one in for a strike at 82. And there's the payoff.
Go!
That would have been yours. That would have been all yours.
I was all over that.
As that ball is fouled back to the backstop, and that would have probably literally hit you in the forehead had there not been a...
It would definitely have not have hit me in the forehead, because it would have hit me in the palm of the hand and I would have caught it.
Assuming you weren't able to grab it in the palm of your hand. It was right at your face.
But I would
Fouled
have.
out of play by Matsushita. I have no doubt you would have. I've seen those soft hands of yours.
Gotta have the confidence, my friend.
And again, the payoff pitch. Full count, 2 outs. Hit over the head of a jumping Tyreek Kemp. Huntington looks at Jair van Borculo as well. I hit my spot. It was a perfect pitch. He just lined it into left field. Good job hitting by Matsushita.
Ayuto Matsushita slaat een omslag en aanslag de rechtsvelder Tsubasa Yoshino.
Yoshino, the batter. Also good to see the sports bars packed today, David. A lot of people catching the game from in our sports bar. You can buy a ticket for that at any point if you feel like I want to watch a game.
Every section is packed here tonight.
It is, yeah. It's also nice to know that you can just watch a baseball game from the sports bar where you can have slightly more comfortable seats and you only are 2 steps away from the bar at any time.
Well, we are in the Netherlands, my friend. You're only several steps from a bar, no matter where you are in this country.
You are not wrong. Strike call to Yoshino. Yeah, VIP lounge also pretty packed today, as is the Diamond Club down below. Like it's prime time here in Haarlem. Yeah, I guess if you're watching at home, you're also only a few steps from the bar. Good point made.
Does not matter where you are.
There goes the runner. And this time, Tyreek stays put at shortstop, fields it cleanly, and throws him out. And that retires the side. Good job by Ryan Huntington. As we do have some activity in the Kingdom bullpen.
Vijfde inning en de stand is nog steeds 5-0 in voordeel van Team Japan.
That's Aaron de Groot. Yep, Aaron de Groot warming up in the Kingdom bullpen. But for now, Ryan Huntington is doing the Lord's work in relief of Koen Postelmans. We're heading to the top of the 6th inning for Japan. No changes as Teranishi is still out there. It will be Bernardina, Profar, and Helder due up. And we'll be back in just a second. I have to say, David, one thing I noticed so far this week in the ballpark is we have containers spread out throughout the ballpark that are specifically for the returning of cans and plastic bottles. 'Cause you get some money back in the Netherlands if you hand those in. And it's really helped keep the stadium clean, because usually back in the day, like the normal trash containers would overflow at some point. People would just leave their cans and their bottles in their seats. And I do see a lot of people put those cans and those bottles in the bottle containers. As Bernardina takes a strike, that was a nasty, nasty spinner.
As an expat here, I feel like Dutch people are very good about that in general. I do feel that way.
I have some sentiments about that sometimes, as Bernardina swings and misses through that one. 82-mile-an-hour pitch. But it's also, maybe it helps that the proceeds of the return of the cans and the bottles go to the under-18 softball ladies.
Definitely helps.
Who are wanting to go to the World Cup and have to fund that themselves, because baseball and softball not exactly the most well-funded sport in the Netherlands. Sports, I should say. Bernardina grounds one foul first base side. So 0-2 the count to the Shark, or as David likes to call him, the Land Shark.
The Land Shark. Only when he's on defense or on the bases.
Yes,
he could be the Shark at the plate.
Right. Teranishi bounces that pitch in there. I'm still waiting for the day that Bernardina walks up to the plate with his shark fin attached to the top of his helmet. 1-2 pitch coming. Swing and a miss. Bernardina strikes out. That one at 85 miles an hour. The amount of food coming by in the chat, by the way, is
it's fantastic.
Pretty impressive.
It's been food-centric all night.
As that is down the pipe for a strike to Profar. 91 miles an hour on that fastball from Teranishi. Mixes it up with the 81 mile an hour slider inside. Profar takes it for a ball.
In case the chat's wondering, we had Pokeballs.
Yes.
In the volunteer tent this evening for dinner.
We were allowed to build our own Pokeball. We got the base bowl as Profar fouls it out of play.
And I tell you what, they were phenomenal.
I really enjoyed them. Food in general has been really good for us as we've been working here all week. And lunch and dinner is provided for those who have to spend hours at the ballpark. But this Pokeball is great. Has some crab, some surimi that you could add to it, some chicken fingers. As Profar singles up the middle. Some falafel. Did you add some falafel to your bowl?
I had a little falafel and a little
kipstukis. Yeah, exactly. It's really good. Really enjoyed it. The catering crew is doing phenomenal work for us this week, led by Hedy Whitfoot. He's taking very good care of all of us.
They have been looking out for us.
Een omslag voor Jeroen Profar. In het slagperk de aangewezen slagman Eugene Helder.
All right, Eugene Helder DHing today. It's time for one of those patented Eugene bombs. Ooh, not on that pitch. No, that was high and tight, 90 mile an hour fastball. As we still have Ito warming up in the bullpen for Japan. He's been doing so since the third. He fouls that one up and out of play. Slider at 83 miles an hour. The 1-1 pitch. Called a strike. One ball, 2 strikes. Runner at first base is Jeroen Profar, who singled up the middle. That was base hit number 7 on the day for Team Kingdom of the Netherlands. There's 9 on the Japanese side of things. 2-2 count. As that is flared into right field, that'll stay not fair. As Profar was on his horse, headed to third. But Eugene Helder not able to keep that ball fair. He just poked at it, floated it in the right field, and it landed about, what was it, 2 feet, 3 feet foul?
Maybe 2 feet.
Good thing for Profar, he can just cross the infield diagonally and head back to first. He doesn't have to retreat via the second base bag, so to speak. Helder's bat shattered, I think. He's grabbing some new lumber. Had to use the sticky stick. You spoke with Eugene Helder yesterday. What was he like?
I sure did. He's a really bright guy, really happy. It's his first time with the Kingdom team. He's excited to be here. He's talkative.
He's got a full count here as he fouls it out of play again. If anyone at home is interested in seeing all of David's post-game interviews, You can go to YouTube, Instagram.
You sure can.
They're all on there. You spoke with some Americans today as well, all right?
Yeah, we spoke with 2 of the Americans this afternoon.
Miguel Cantu and McLean Finley.
Those would be the 2.
Top of my head. Good thing is, after this half inning, as we head to the bottom of the 6th in a bit, we'll have some pregame stuff, David, that you recorded with the Kingdom team. So in between innings, we'll show you that.
In fact, we had a chance to speak with Ryan Huntington, who's currently on the mound. Well, not
there you
currently,
go. And Eugene Helder with a base hit into left field. This meat of the lineup for Kingdom has been very, very good this tournament.
Very good.
Profar, Helder just lighting up the stat sheet, as has Dwayne Kemp, who is about to walk up to the plate. So this part of the order for Kingdom, very important. All right, here we go. Dwayne Kemp with 1 out. Kemp is 1 for 2 with a base hit. Would be useful if he could get another one here. It would have to be a pretty solid base hit, because I don't see Profar scoring from second on anything less than a hard hit base hit. As hard as he runs, because he was, again, on his horse heading to third on that Helder foul ball from earlier. This Kemp takes first pitch strike, 87. So the 0-1 pitch to Dwayne Kemp. And foul into the Japanese bullpen. Nice play by the bullpen catcher. So the count is 0-2 to Dwayne Kemp, with the big man, Denzel Richardson, in the on-deck circle. As Kemp grounds that to third, is bobbled by Yanagidate, and Kemp might beat that out. Indeed, he does.
Bases full of Dutchies.
That should probably be scored in error, because that was clearly bobbled by Yanagidate. Yeah, I looked over my shoulder. E5 was the call. Second Japanese error on the day. And now we have an interesting situation, David.
Well, if the Kingdom can put a couple on the board here, somehow, some way, with the bases chucked and only 1 out.
What they really need to try here is, and I'm going to kick in an open door, is stay out of the double play.
You know what?
Someone needed to say it.
The last thing they need right now.
Middle infield playing double play depth. As that first pitch.
As you'd expect them to do in this situation.
Yep. Called a strike at 90 miles an hour. Yeah, there's no use in playing in to try to prevent the run. They're up 5-0. No use at all. Just play deep at second base.
Double play, the run wouldn't even count.
Exactly. As that is a base hit by Denzel Richardson. The inside outs it as Eugene Helder is held at third, and that is a outstanding coaching decision, because holy hell, that right fielder has an arm. Yoshino with an absolute laser beam to home plate. The Kingdom are on the board. It's 5-1. RBI single, Denzel Richardson.
So with Eugene Helder barreling around third base, does that make the third base coach the holder?
It does make him the holder. The holder of Helder.
Exactly.
He heldered. So now,
He's been heldered.
Let's see if my prophecy comes true here that I've been saying Jaldino Tromp has been every at bat, he looks like he's closer to zoning it in. Contact increasing in hardness.
Still bases loaded, 1 down.
And Tromp, good eye, takes a ball. This run is not phasing our chat, by the way. They're still talking about food.
Crowd's really coming alive now.
Teranishi with the pitch, and big hack, no contact for Jaldino Tromp. Long look in by Teranishi, so long that over at second base, Matsushita squatted down for a second to stretch. Another really big swing and a big miss, but that was a very nasty 84-mile-an-hour slider. Bottom of the zone. Good adjustment there by Tromp.
Very good.
That 86-mile-an-hour fastball on the outside of the plate.
Yeah, he kind of let that thing travel, get deep into the zone.
Last second making contact to foul it off, because that would have been strike 3. So a nice defensive swing there by Jaldino Tromp. As the crowd is getting loud, but they're used to that in Japan.
Fouled it off.
Fouled it off, yeah. A little check swing foul ball. And they're making him making him work. Teranishi is at 86 pitches now.
Everybody clap your hands.
All right, here we go again. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jaldino Tromp as they go for the pickoff at second base. No good. Kemp paying attention over there. As that pitch is inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases full of Dutchies. As Tromp swings through that 83-mile-an-hour pitch on the inside for a strikeout. So that puts it all on the shoulders of young Tyreek Kemp. Lengthy sequence of signs coming in from the Japanese dugout now to catcher Inde. The pitch, high and outside for a ball.
Good take.
as he spits on that fastball outside. Ball 2, so Tyreek ahead in the count. Jair van Borculo on deck. He's got 2 hits on the day. The 2-0 pitch way outside, 3-0.
Oh!
And they're going to first. Denzel
Thought they had
almost
him
caught sleeping, yeah. I like this little hand motion he had to Dwayne Campbell. Like, I got it, don't worry about it. I was paying attention.
Oh, boy.
That's obviously also the job of his first base coach. They worked together in unison, made sure he was back safely.
Well, there's nowhere to put him.
3-0, got to throw a strike here. And he does.
He'll take that one.
Yeah. That's what you take every day of the week. Make him throw a strike. 3-1. So let's see how well Tyreek Kemp has his nerves under control here. Is he going to swing at a ball? Or hit a base hit? He lets that one go by for a strike. 92. Put a little extra mustard on that, did Teranishi.
Yeah, after 3 straight balls, Tyreek decided he's going to take 2. He'll let the count go full.
Put the pressure on the pitcher. Nowhere to put him.
Here we go.
2 outs. Big pitch here. Teranishi looks in. Winds, fires. As Kemp chops it to the pitcher.
Tapper.
He's going to first. And he gets out of it, does the Japanese Teranishi. So the Kingdom leave the bases loaded after they had loaded them up with 1 out. And it is still 5-1 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning.
Dit is het moment voor de quizcam. Ja hoor. Valt er een kusje? Klein kusje. Er zijn heel wat liefdes ontstaan hier in Haarlem. Tijdens de langste week van het jaar. Meestal 10 dagen, dit jaar ietsje korter. Zit er nog wat liefde op de tribune? Ja, dat was een echte. Ja, en nou bij het derde hok moet er heel veel liefde te vinden zijn hoor.
In het veld zien we bij Team Kingdom of the Netherlands een nieuwe werper op de heuvel. Ryan Huntington is vervangen door Aaron de Groot.
And after this kiss cam intermission, we are back to our regularly scheduled programming. Well, that came out smoothly.
Well done.
Aaron de Groot is taken over for Ryan Huntington. And he starts us off with a swinging strike to Inde. As Inde pops that one into center field. Bernardina. on the Vespa. Makes the catch.
13 in de eerste minuut van 8 in de slag per Roos. Yamagata. Werpcijfers van Ryan Huntington. 3 innings, 3 keer de slag, 0 keer 4 leid, 2 hits tegen en zijn veld speelde foutloos.
Yamagata in the batter's box has an 0-1 count on him with 1 out. Aaron de Groot working quickly. Good slider, bit off the plate at 75. Two and two, swung on and missed, and Aaron de Groot blows 90-mile-an-hour heat right by Yamagata, who is immediately relaying a scouting report to both Iyama, who is in the batter's box now, and to Nishikawa, who's in the on-deck circle, giving him some extra information on Aaron de Groot's arsenal, so to speak. One ball, no strikes to Iyama. Aaron de Groot wants to work faster than he can right now because Iyama is trying to take him out of his rhythm. 7 seconds on the pitch clock. Here we go. Swung on and missed by Iyama. 91-mile-an-hour fastball out of the right arm of Aaron de Groot. Curveball popped into left field. Tromp shading over, and that's foul, says Efrem Sylvania over at third base. So a 1-2 count with 2 outs here to Iyama. Outside at 91. This game has been really tight if you take out the first 2 innings.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's been very even. Both teams now with 9 hits. As Aaron de Groot paints the inside corner and strikes out Iyama. But it's been a tight ball game if you forget about the first 2 innings where Japan scored 5 runs. 2 in the first, 3 in the second. Kingdom putting 1 back in the 5th, but leaving the bases loaded after having the bases loaded with 1 out. Now it's up to the bottom of the lineup to get the rally going. Jair van Borculo is 2 for 2. Will pick up a bat. And will be followed by Stijn van der Meer and Roger Bernardina. Those are your scheduled 3 hitters. For the top of the 7th inning, we're flying through this baseball game, to be totally fair. It's we're a little under 2 hours in, and we're in the top of the 7th. Fun game here in Haarlem. Honkbalweek 2024. Tatsuki Ito. He has been warming up since the 2nd inning in the Japanese bullpen. He's finally allowed to get into this ball game. The right-hander wearing number 11 for Japan.
Straks voor Kingdom of the Netherlands als eerste aanslag Jair van Portugal.
Jair van Borculo has stepped up to the plate, hitting 400 now on Honkbalweek. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. One to right field, one down the middle. As he swings at the first pitch he sees from Ito. It's a short hop to shortstop. But let's be honest, ain't nobody fooling Yamagata today. He's played an excellent shortstop. So 1 pitch, 1 out for new pitcher Ito. Stijn van der Meer makes his way to the batter's box. Might be time for a couple more of those vintage Stijn van der Meer lengthy at-bats here. Make Ito work. Like he's thrown 1 pitch, he got 1 out. So van der Meer immediately takes the first pitch for a strike, 75 miles an hour. As Rob van Strien, as there's a strike taken by Van der Meer, 1 and 2. Rob van Strien in the chat asks, it's 9 hits for both, 2 errors for Japan, yet Kingdom trail 5-1. Is there anything to be said about the strategy for both teams? Well, the only strategy thing that you could potentially say here or talk about is the fact that as Van der Meer floats that into left field, Japan have a man there. It's Nishikawa with the catch. Is the choice, quote unquote, to start Koen Postelmans, the rookie making his debut on the international scene. And he just struggled to fool the Japanese hitters. Maybe it was the first start jitters, the nerves. I would think so, David. But that's basically the difference, because Japan was not fooled at all by Postelmans. They banged out 7 of their 9 hits in the first 2 innings off of the young right-hander.
Now making his first start for the Kingdom.
Oh, as Bernardina gets hit by a slider. And the Japanese starter saying he did lean into that. He really did, but that slider had a lot of break on it. So not a whole lot he could do. So that's basically the difference is the starter. Because ever since the 3rd inning, this has been a very close and tight ball game, and Kingdom have actually out-hit Japan by a quite substantial margin. Just have failed to capitalize on the chances they had. Hitting into 2 inning-ending double plays with runners off base, and unable to capitalize on a bases-loaded 1-out situation last inning. Lots of runners left on today for Kingdom. As Roger Bernardina is getting a lengthy checkout from the trainer for Kingdom, as well as Evert Janssen, the manager, is out there, but Bernardina says, I'm fine. It'll be fine. All right, Bernardina at first base. There's 2 outs here as Jeremy Profar is the man in the batter's box. Profar also 2 for 2 today with 2 singles in similar fashion as Jair van Borculo, as Bernardina has a massive lead. He was halfway. No, he was halfway up the line, and of course Kojima, not an everyday first baseman, not exactly sure what to do. He's being told by his coaching staff to move closer to Bernardina, because Bernardina was like, oh, I'll just walk to second base if I have to. But Ito noticed quickly enough. Profar takes a strike. 1-1 count to Jeroen Profar. As he grounds it foul to third base. As Profar grounds it to short.
That'll do it.
That'll force out Roger Bernardino at second base. And once again, Kingdom get a man on. Can't do anything with it. It's 5-1 as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's stretch time, everyone. Stand up when you're at home watching. Go grab a beer. And stretch with us.
From my perspective, it's been the pitching staff that has been so dominant. Can you tell me a little bit about, specifically in the pitching room, what's going on with you guys as a unit?
Well, to start with, I have to give props to Diego Mar. He's been working with us. We've been working for quite a while now. So it's always about sticking together, being like having each other's back. That's what it is. And trusting the process, man. Trust your stuff. That's what got you here. So never go out of there and do too much. It's just be you. And I feel like that's been a go-to for us right now.
And as much as the pitching staff has been great, which it has to make it easier on you guys with that kind of offense behind you.
Oh, yes. Definitely, man. Definitely. Whenever, that's what we always do. Have each other's back. Offense, defense, pitching staff, everything is like when everything clicks together, or if one is lacking, the other one picks up the other one, and that's how it keeps going. So at the end of the day, we're a team. It's a team sport. So having each other's back, that's our mentality that we go to, actually.
Well, we are very excited to watch this premier matchup tonight. This is going to be super interesting stuff. But let's be honest, everybody's really looking forward to tomorrow.
Oh yeah, definitely. And like you said, we all know what we're playing for, and we're going for all. We're winning. We're going to give everything, and hopefully we come up on top.
Thanks for your time, Ryan.
As that was Ryan Huntington before the game, speaking with my co-announcer David Resnik. And coincidentally, he came in to pitch today and did phenomenally well. Not saying you're his lucky charm, David. I'm also not saying you're not.
I got to be honest with you, Jasper. I hope I don't have that kind of power.
Nishikawa has a 1-1 count on him, and then Jair van Borkelo had to go have a chat with Aaron de Groot. As Nishikawa immediately singles into left field. That pitch was at 88 miles an hour, and there's still communication going on between Van Borkelo and de Groot. I like to see that. Just have a little bit of a rapport build up. Usually they don't play for the same team or haven't maybe played a lot together, so they're trying to get on the same page here. Seiya Watanabe, the batter, jersey number 5, stepping in. Right-handed hitter. I gotta say, if there's one thing I would like to change in future tournaments, it's the fact that these bad boys have to carry an enormous amount of gear.
Yep.
From first base all the way back to the other dugout, because they keep dropping it too.
Well,
and I can understand, because these are young kids, they can't carry so much. And this kid was carrying like 3 or 4 different protectors and a baseball bat.
Maybe they just need a little cart.
And then he runs all the way out there because he has to go all the way from the third base dugout all the way to first base to pick up all that gear. I don't know why the Japanese players are dead set on taking everything to first base. They can also just leave it at home plate.
They could.
They're not doing that, which is annoying as of it is. But then the kid needs to run all the way back to the third base dugout.
No, I think, honestly, we should just get him a little trolley.
As that is a very smooth Kemp Profar double play. It's just...
The law firm of Kemp & Kemp.
I don't understand why these kids have to carry so much gear, and then of course they're going to drop it. They have to turn around, go get it, and there's delays in the game. So it defeats the whole purpose of having a pitch clock to speed the game up if it takes so long in between at bats anyway.
There is some truth in that. Cannot argue the point.
Pitch in the dirt by de Groot. 1-1 to Taiga Kojima. As I'm not saying these scouts are here watching Kojima, but I'm also not saying that they're 3 handy cams just came out of the suitcase and they're filming this at bat. Strike called, 1-2. Or maybe they're just scouting Aaron de Groot. Want to offer him a contract in Japan, also possible. Swing and a miss for Kojima. Nice job by Aaron de Groot. Getting the double play grounder and a strikeout to get out of this inning. We're on our way to the top of the 8th. Kingdom needs 4 to tie. As Roger Bernardina is being taken out of the game, so he must have gotten hit a little harder than he initially let on. Jeroen Tromp has come into play for Roger Bernardina. As Guns N' Roses takes us to the top of the 8th. Top of the 8th, coming up, Eugene Helder to lead things off, followed by Dwayne Kemp and Denzel Richardson. Yes, Rob, I do think that tomorrow's game is way more important to Kingdom than today's game is.
Way more important.
Because today, there's nothing at stake.
Other than pride.
Other than pride and preference.
Wow.
If you want to play a certain opponent today, maybe they prefer to play a certain team. For now, it's just the A status is, of course, way more important. They need to win tomorrow, Kingdom do. As Helder grounds it. Wow, what a play at third base. And what a scoop at first by Kojima. Holy moly. What a just absolutely beautiful play again. Yanagidate at third, and then the scoop by Kojima at first. That is just outstanding. Wow. So Helder retired, but yes, Rob, by all means, tomorrow is way more important, and I would assume that tomorrow would be a start, or at least for a starting pitcher, the likes of a guy, for instance, like Lars Heyer, perhaps a Tom de Blok.
Lars, Tom.
One of the
Shai.
aces. Shai Martes, perhaps, yes. One of the 3.
Well, I may have missed part of the conversation as I was just receiving a delivery.
Special delivery.
Special delivery in the booth. But it would appear to me that the only remaining strategy here tonight is to not burn through arms.
Yep. Use
That's it.
as few arms as possible as Kemp walks. There's also no activity in the Kingdom bullpen, so this might be just Aaron de Groot's game to finish at this point.
Could be.
But I would assume Team Kingdom will want to save the likes of Jaden Estanista, Scott Prince, Kevin Kelly, just to name a few. That list is obviously
Kevin and Scott both threw yesterday.
Yes. So they're out for today anyway.
Exactly. I couldn't imagine.
That is a first pitch strike to Denzel Richardson. So that would mean, and Eric Mendez has pitched quite a bit already this tournament.
Yeah.
He had a quick inning yesterday, but he has pitched quite a bit already. So you would assume that tomorrow it'll be one of either Shai Martens, Tom de Blok, or Lars Heijer.
Yes.
Followed, if necessary, by Jaden Estanista. Perhaps Eric Mendez. Maybe Scott Prince. Didn't throw a lot of pitches yesterday. Neither did Kevin Kelly. As that is slashed into right field by Denzel Richardson. And that'll put Kemp at third with Denzel slamming on the brakes. Denzel seeing the baseball well.
Very well. He's heating up just at the right time.
Yes, sir. And that puts Giandino Tromp, who is due anything but a double play, grounder, or a strikeout here with runners on the corners. As he lets a slider go by for a strike. That's up the middle, and there it is again. Another double play grounder. Yeah, this is just not Kingdom's game today.
Nope.
And just not getting the right guys at bat at the right time. It's 5-1 Japan, heading to the bottom of the 8th.
From my perspective, it's
Dames en heren, even heel kort voordat we gaan zingen met z'n allen. Denkt u eraan dat u morgen met z'n allen in het oranje komt? Belangrijke wedstrijd voor Team Kingdom of the Netherlands in verband met het behalen van de A-status.
We apologize for the lack of sound with the Scott Prince interview. We'll play it again in the next half inning for you, and then with sound, because it's a very interesting interview to listen to. The amount of buttons and switches we need to press in order to make this work are more than you could imagine, and a mistake is easily made. We'll get it to you in the next half inning as Aaron de Groot's back out. As I cannot wait to hear the full De Vlieger rendition tomorrow night at 7:30 when Team Kingdom play for their A status in an attempt to make it to the final. As that is a line out to right field. Denzel Richardson is there. And Aaron de Groot gets his first out.
Yoshida.
As that pitch is grounded to short. Nice play. We've seen Tyreek Kemp do this at Baylor. And with pretty much any other runner, he could have had a chance to nail him at first. But this Japanese lineup up and down is just too fast. But we've seen Tyreek make plays like that over at Baylor University in the US. Going deep in the hole. Jump throwing to first across his body. He's really, really good at that. First pitch strike to Yoshino. Swing and a miss by Japan's right fielder. As that is just outside, 88 miles an hour. As Japan are swapping out first base coaches. As number 8, Shigenaga, is now sent to the bullpen after being the first base coach for Team Japan to start this inning. He's now been replaced by Yanagita in the first base box. These Japanese guys can do it all. Yoshino looking at a 1-2 count from Aaron de Groot, who is going to take a look over at first base. There goes the runner, and they do it again.
Ay, ay, ay.
Dwayne Kemp getting pulled to second base.
Incredible.
By the runner taking off for second, and they use the hole that opens up on the right side of the field to poke one right through.
It's almost intentional.
It's
which is crazy.
by design. It's by design, yeah. Another double-digit hit output, by the way, by both teams. We're at 22 base hits between the two teams. That's the third or fourth game in a row, or not in a row. I think it's the fourth out of the last 5 games that we've seen double-digit hits on both teams. Just that this afternoon's game was slightly lower scoring and lower on the hit output. 22 hits between the two teams, 12 for Japan, 10 for Kingdom. The difference is 4 runs, as it is 5-1 in favor of Team Japan. As they bunt, so squeeze play was on, up 5-1. But the bunt is fouled into the backstop. Maybe that tells us all we need to know, David, about how dangerous they think the Dutch lineup is. Because I don't think I would necessarily suicide squeeze up 5-1 with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. That would not be my go-to strategy.
Showing a modicum of respect, certainly.
They must be worried that Kingdom will score 4 or 5 runs in the top of the 9th inning, which they can do at any time.
It is possible.
Very dangerous.
It is possible.
Offense.
Anything can happen in baseball.
That we've seen twice already this week. Swing and a miss by Inde. So he's way behind in the count, 0-2. Yoshino at first base. Solid lead off first. As Inde awaits the 0-2 pitch from Aaron de Groot. It's coming in. It's high for a ball. 87 miles an hour out of that one. The 1-2 pitch. Ooh. That was up and in, shoulder height to Inde, who I think he basically just swung to get out of the way and fouls it back to the screen. But if he would have stayed put, that would have been, in all likelihood, bases loaded. As Inde skies that one on the infield. Profar backtracking and makes the play. Nice catch.
Take care of it.
That's 2 outs now in the bottom of the 8th inning.
30 in de tweede nul door van 3. In het slagperk, de kortstop, Yamagata.
That brings up Yamagata. We have 2 outs here. No balls and a strike to Yamagata. As Aaron de Groot is doing his best Houdini impression here, trying to get out of this jam. Good pitch. Catches the outside corner for a strike at 89 miles an hour. So 0-2, the count to Yamagata. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Aaron de Groot does his job. As he, unless some kind of miracle happens and Kingdom score 4 runs, has finished.
All right, final game of the
Kingdom.
first round pregame here with Scott Prince. First of all, welcome back to the Oranje.
Thank you.
Feels good to be in the Oranje all the time, right?
It does, it really does.
Well, really quickly, we wanted to ask you, you're already kind of halfway to the goal as a team.
Yes.
We're into the semifinals, but you have an opportunity tonight to play against maybe the premier team in the tournament. They have been playing out of their minds. Are you guys as fired up as if it was a playoff game?
Yeah, for sure, we do. I mean, we've both been 4-0, so we're just trying to win every game in this tournament and see if we can beat these guys.
We know that tomorrow is the one that really matters, but how much does it mean to beat those guys tonight?
It means a lot, but I mean, the main focus is tomorrow, but we're just trying to win every game and have fun as a team and perform well.
And how much fun was last night?
It was great, it was great.
Highlight of the night?
Denzel's triple, for sure, yeah.
And then this morning?
Seeing the interview. Watching that interview was funny.
U krijgt een e-mailtje waarmee duidelijk wordt dat u de prijs gewonnen heeft.
And to the dulcet tones of Darude's Sandstorm. What a timeless trance banger that is. We're back here in the stadium with you.
Op het tweede honk is Ayuto Matsushita vervangen door Akira Shigenaga. En de pitcher is ook vervangen. Tatsuki Ito is vervangen door Azuma Sotomaru.
Sotomaru will try to close things out here for Japan. He's the new pitcher off record. As Tyree Kemp steps in, squares to bunt, takes a ball. As David has departed the booth on his way down to do post-game interviews after this ball game. Would have, in all likelihood, loved to have spoken to some of the Japanese players. However, their cooling down routine is so long that we generally cannot really wait for them because we have to do video processing and editing and all that stuff. As their cooling down routine takes roughly anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes before any of the players are available. Whereas with the other teams, it's usually within 5 minutes after the game. We can grab one or two, pop them in front of our sponsor screen, and have a conversation about what just happened as Tyree Kemp skies it in the left field. Japan have a man there. That's the left fielder, Nishikawa. I see the messages in the chat about the delay with the video. It's completely in sync over here for us and for all the people that we have watching the stream to report back. So I would suggest try to refresh it because it should be, for a change, not on our end this time. We are completely in sync audio and video. So maybe refresh the stream and see if that helps. Because we have ways to check that ever since on day one of the tournament we were indeed out of sync. We fixed that completely and haven't had any issues this week. So but we do have people monitoring our stream to make sure that audio and video aren't delayed. Our reports are, we're 100% in the clear. So try to refresh your stream, maybe that helps. Jair van Borculo, meanwhile, has stepped in. 2 for 3 with 2 singles is young Van Borculo out of the 9-hole. Stijn van der Meer in the on-deck circle. One and 2, the count to the young backstop. As he takes, ooh, that is a big league take by Jair. So 2 and 2 to count. Sotomaru is looking to close things out for Japan here. They're up 5-1. They have been up 4 or 5 runs the entire game. It was, well, actually, I'm lying. They were up 2-0 in the bottom of the first, added 3 more in the bottom of the second. And those are the 5 runs that are on the board for Japan. Kingdom scored 1 run in the 6th as Jair van Borculo strikes out swinging, and Sotomaru is 1 out away from closing things out here. And it's back to the top of the order. It's Stijn van der Meer. As a 78-mile-an-hour breaking ball in there for a strike. Van der Meer taking all the way. This is a big pitch in the at-bat. 0-1 pitch coming in. Van der Meer takes again. It's a ball. This is a good time also to remind you of tomorrow's schedule, 11:30 in the morning. We'll be right back here with you for Italy versus Spain, the battle for 5th and 6th place. As Van der Meer lines his single into left field. Base hit number 11 I'm pretty sure if we were to ask Evert Jan het Hoen, the manager, what went wrong today, he would say clutch hitting, because banging out 11 hits and only scoring 1 run is never going to be a winning formula. So tomorrow morning, 11:30, the battle for 5th and 6th place, Italy versus Spain. Then at 3:30 in the afternoon, it will be Japan facing Chinese Taipei for spot number 1 in the finals on Friday. And then at 7:30 in the evening, local time, it'll be Kingdom of the Netherlands facing Team USA in a must-win affair for the Kingdom team. They make it to the finals, they regain their Olympic A status. As Jeroen Tromp getting his first at bat of the game. He came on as a defensive replacement for Roger Bernardina an inning ago. Bernardina got hit in the arm. Finished the inning running the bases, but was then subsequently taken out and replaced with Jeroen Tromp, who is now behind in the count 0-2 with Stijn van der Meer at first base. And Sotomaru on the mound. In comes the pitch. It's outside for a ball. As Tromp grounds it to second base, fielded and quickly flipped to first. Team Japan beat Kingdom of the Netherlands. That's the first loss for Kingdom of the tournament. Take out the first 2 innings of this ball game, and it's actually a lot closer than it looks at the final score. It's 1-11-0 on the scoreboard for Kingdom. That will be the story after the game. Hitting into 3 inning-ending double plays and not capitalizing on a bases-loaded 1-out situation. So that means we, yep, the schedule is exactly like I told you for tomorrow. Team Kingdom v USA, 7:30 tomorrow night. Thank you once again for being with us all day. I want to take a special moment to thank Sean Houston, who sat in this morning for Game 1, first with David, then with me. And of course also a heartfelt thank you to everyone making this stream possible. Jeroen Groenemans, Jure de Jong, Freek van der Kooi, Jeroen Jansen, David Resnik. All of them are the best. The player of the game will be Matsushita, the second baseman for Japan. As you just heard the PA announcer announce Ayuto Matsushita as the player of the game. On behalf of everyone here in the booth working the live stream and at the stadium, I want to thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you tomorrow. My name is Jasper Roos. Have a splendid evening. Good night and see you tomorrow.